Carpe diem. Carpe diem.
Froggy Sports, trying to find the angle they can, trying to find somebody out of position.
We're gonna go through on this. Oh, what a roll! We're gonna take black. See White gonna go in.
It's going to be a really, really interesting one.
Oh my god. All of this competition could be so damn close, so I cannot wait for us to finally decide who's going to be the champion. We are expecting some chaos. some great moments.
The beast mode has killed 3. Only gonna really need that rampage, so it's gonna clear it out. Sanji gonna get themselves a big old 4K. And he's getting rid of 3, clearing out the house.
That is crazy.
Nunji actually kills 3 people.
This team feels entirely different on this faster composition. Now Sakakor is hanging around, getting onto the high ground. Post bomb's gonna stick under Leaky. You're not gonna be able to survive it at the end of the day. They need to find a 3K.
Rio shoving this Lana into a corner. Woo! One more for the road for Rio.
That is all signs go. Melophobia with 3 Melophobia. Starting the fight. They'll end the fight. Oh my god. Beagle Bus, they have to play aggressively into this energy. Popping off in a moment where you needed just that. Ruby in that backline. Oh, the flick. Looking for it. Oh my goodness. The 4th one as well. Do they get the 8? They get the 8.
Week of CGL. We've got an NA Diamond matchup for Season 15. We've got Cuddle Puddle versus BGSU. My name is Joker. I'm here with Nya, and we are ready to bring you this action coming soon.
Yeah, and it should definitely be great here, Joker. Both teams want to find a great win here up in our NA Diamond tier, and I gotta say, both of them have some great names. Falcons coming in as a uni team, but Cuddle Puddle taking against a uni team, that could be a tough opportunity.
Yeah, could really be it could be a really good showing tonight. I'm really excited to see how this shakes down.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. And Cuddle Puddle, just a great team alone. Same as BGSU Falcons. They want to find a way against this Cuddle Puddle team. But yeah, this is the Diamond tier. Things could definitely shake up. But we do have hero bands up in this tournament. And this is what basically complexes the game now. And strategizes the other opponent to make a choice up on them. So this is definitely going to be an interesting look at things to see what these two teams are definitely going to ban.
Yeah, we're gonna see what we decide to go in or what bans are gonna be happening here first.
Oh, okay.
Hazard.
Not a bad choice, not a bad start. You know, that's something that we get to see a lot from, you know, the tank role here. Currently, that's up in meta, I'd probably say. And taking the hazard out is probably no problem now. And Cuddle Puddle, they are now banning. This is going to be another great choice for Cuddle to get back up into this one, to have a great start to this first map. And this is going to be a Pharah ban. So both bans coming out, it's going to be a Hazard and a Pharah ban.
Yeah, Hazard Pharah. Hazard can't be banned again though for BGSU. It can be banned if decide to come back. And then obviously vice versa. Pharah not being able to be banned against by Cuddle Puddle. Interesting decision. Week 2. You know, I don't personally don't understand the Pharah ban now. Especially since we're starting out on Oasis, right?
Yeah.
If it was last week, I'd 100% understand the Pharah ban, right? We see Pharah being played a lot there on Lijiang Tower. But not so much on Oasis. Maybe it's just they know BGSU likes to play Pharah, maybe, and they didn't want them to be able to play it here. I mean, none of these maps really, besides maybe Ike First Point.
Yeah.
So, like, it could have also just... It can't be a protect ban because, well, you got your second ban.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm confused.
It's all good. Well, we know, one of these teams are poke, but Here's the first lineup of tonight, which is going to be Cuddle Puddle, a team coming in to face this Uni team. And we're going to have 2 DPS up on the side. It's going to be Geo and Andrew. And up on our tank role, it's going to be Brooke. And up on our 2 support roles here, which this is always going to be exciting to look forward to, it's going to be Executi and Chris.
Yeah, that should be an interesting DPS lineup. I'm interested to see how they perform here. And then we take a look at the BGSU Falcons Bowling Green from on the DPS line. Fatal Turtle on the tank role. And then Jimbo and Kira Wolf rounding it out on the on the support line there.
Yeah, and something that I'm definitely going to look forward to is how these tanks kind of mainframe these backlines and communicate it with their DPS to take out those supports and have them engage up on the other team. But yeah, both of the teams are probably going to strike a great competition with each other here upcoming with our Oasis Map 1. And yeah, Joker, this is just going to be a scene of probably immaculate performance from both of them. It's going to be highly competitive. One of these teams want to take out a great win for themselves here tonight, and I do see a name that kind of familiar, Mr. Joker, playing it in.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is going to be fantastic.
Yeah, it should be really good. Again, we already that is for the afternoon, evening, as we all be headed into Oasis to start it off, and then we'll be taking a look at Eichenwald, Esperanza, Suravasa, and Dorado down the line here.
Yeah, and that's always going to be interesting too. You know, we got these hero bands that could shake up the performance mental from both of the teams, but yeah, upcoming will be that Oasis Map 1, and I'm really excited to see what both of the teams could do. You got one team that varieties up in the poke compositions, which you look at what poke does, it's great for high defense gameplay, and from this Falcon sides of things, they're coming up into this one with that. I feel like bringing that into the variety here could just have them put up in this scene here.
Yeah. As we're about to go in, yeah, there we have again looking at the map set. Oasis is first, Eichenwald, Esperanza, Saravasa, and Dorado. It should be fun, right? I'm excited to see Oasis. We haven't seen Oasis in a while because it's just not in the competitive map pool for Face It and OWCS, and it'll be good to get back into that into that map.
Yeah, and something to say about Oasis, it brings a lot of dive variety and also this brawl-like comp variety too, but I wouldn't be surprised to see poke here. One of the teams do favor it, and yeah, we will be starting out here up on Oasis, our map 1 here of our NA Diamond scene here up in CGL, and this one is going to be kicked off right here, right now.
Yeah, as we're going to be loading in to the lobby here again with that hazard ban coming in. Brooke is on the Ramacha. Fatal Turtle going to be rolling out on the Junker Queen. I'll be seeing a very different style between these two teams to start it off.
Yeah, and if we are Cuddle Puddle here, they're going to try and work their best with this May wall to kind of block off this BGSU Falcons team, but Fresh able to open it up.
Yeah, Fresh going to find 2 already. That's just going to be BGSU taking a complete control of the first point already, and just going to be sending Cuddle Puddle packing to start things off.
Yeah, and it could get definitely scary heading up into a Sojourn player that is able to hit their shots, and maybe Fresh is the one to keep on doing it here, but BGSU able to cap this one, running with percentage, and I like what Turtle is doing here to push this Puddle team back.
Ooh, and a nice pick already to pick Chris out in the fight here, and might be able to find another one onto Geo. They're going to be able to stay alive for the moment. Rotating back, Cuddle Puddle, as Fatal Turtle has to back up for the moment. As that should be hold coming in for the moment. There's the nice May wall in though. Might be able to separate them out, and people are pretty low on BGSU, and Fatal Turtle now goes down. The fists are flying for Brook on point. Gonna take down Kira, and that should flip back the point into the favor of Cuddle Puddle.
Yeah, and this is definitely what Cuddle Puddle needed here. You're about to see Executi with this Moira Coalescence ready to go, and Chris is also building up this beat matrix. So having 2 support ultimates is pretty big for this next fight. But you're about to have this Ramatra Annihil, and that could just shake the opposition. But BGSU still looking good. They could basically just engage here, as we see.
Yeah, they're going to be able to engage here. Coalescence comes in. There's the Rampage in it. Is only going to connect to Brook, but the sound barrier is now there, and Geo's found Kira Wolf out of the fight, so it's not really going to be looking too good for BGSU as the cleanup comes in from Cuddle Puddle, as they're going to be up to 33% now.
Yeah, and they really shut down the BGSU side there, and they still have these ultimates too to work with. 3 up on the side with their ultimate economy of Cuddle Puddle, so they got 3 ults of work. But if you're BGSU, you're kind of basically the same. You're also going to have 3, so it should be an equal ultimate economy fight for both of the teams here.
Coming in, Jimbo's going to really set the fight up for BGSU with that ultimate. Now everything's coming online for BGSU, investing a lot into this. They do lose Mr. Joker, and they're going to lose Fresh as well, as the Annihilation's doing work. They've invested too much. They have nothing to deal with Brook and the Annihilation, finding 4. They might be able to find more as well, might be able to take down Fatal Turtle. They do. The ace comes through. Cuddle Puddle are in complete control.
Yeah, and phenomenal work here from Brook and Cuddle Puddle to just make more positioning work for them. And your BGSU, you're a little struggling. You used 3 ultimates there. You don't have anything up in your ult economy, but your abilities so far, your secondaries need to be up on point here to engage. And Mr. Joker able to find that engage up on Chris.
As they're going to come in, there's the Dragon Blade from Geo. They've already taken down Fresh. They've taken down Kira Wolf as well, and make it a 3rd with Fatal Turtle falling down. Cuddle Puddle taking round 1.
Yeah, and Cuddle Puddle, what a great look that they have done so far here up on our Oasis round 1. And, you know, now we're going up into this round 2, and if you're BGSU, you might just have to switch something up. And I gotta say, I did like both of the teams' playstyle, but Falcons got pushed back. We got to see Puddle with a very, very high aggression pace composition coming out, and they really looked for those picks, and they definitely got them here, Joker.
Yeah, they do indeed. As now we're loading into the next round of Oasis here. Fatal Turtle's gone over to the Diva now. Still Kira Wolf gonna go over to the Mercy. I mean, obviously they have Fresh on the Ashe, but again, that's just not a lot of utility that you now have for BGSG.
Yeah, maybe they're just trying to look for this pocket here where Wolf can kind of put more DPS pressure. But okay, Fresh able to get this one.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to find that opening pick with the help of the Mercy pocket, but now they've lost Jimbo, so pretty much all their healing now gone.
Ooh,
Fatal Turtle's going to get caught out thanks to that Symmetra beam. Brook's going to take them, or no, it's going to be Geo taking them down again as well, but the trades keep coming through. The Res Tid come in, Jimbo's back in the fight, and it's one good thing about having the Mercy on your field, but now you've lost Jimbo again, and you don't have the Res, so you've already lost your advantage as, well, you're going to lose the point to start off as Cuddle Puddle take control.
Yeah, and both of the teams still very, very highly competitive here up in our map 1 of Oasis. Cuddle Puddle is up in control, as you said, and they're working great with this positioning. We're about to see a Blizzard here from the side of Cuddle, but you look at Falcons, they're putting this pressure up onto this team, and they have this Diva Bomb ready to go.
Ready to go. we now head into this. Mr. Joker's already taken down. Now we might be able to find more with the Blizzard online for Cuddle Puddle. Self-destruct comes through, and they're not going to be able to find anything at all in the way, as 40% and counting up from Cuddle Puddle.
Yeah, and Cuddle Puddle is now making this Falcon side switch to other things, as we get to see Fatal X Turtle. Now they're up on this Orisa, and this is going to switch a little bit of the tempo from this Falcon side, and they do still have these ultimates, but if you're Fresh or Wolf, you might just have to pop one here, especially when Cuddle Puddle has been running with the percentage.
So now we're going to come into this fight here with the Photon Barrier. Our is so high charged with the Symmetra beam. Should keep things going in Cuddle Puddle's favor, unless a pick comes in from BGSU. Now they come in. Ravenous Vortex down on the floor. 75% in counting. Executi has more Coalescence Veil, but there's Bob out and about from Fresh, and now Cuddle Puddle are just going to be rotating onto the point to be able to go away from it. Sound Barrier now online. More Coalescence out as well. Annihilation ready to go here in any second for Cuddle Puddle as Kira Wolf is down. Now you're going to try to change this fight back with the Orbital Ray coming in, but you might be able to do it. You've already found two. You found Gio, you found Chris, but you need to be able to find more to flip this fight fully on its head. As Death Blossom now going to come online, and Brooks finally going to go down in this fight, but you're going to buy time. You're going to get up to 99% for Cuddle Puddle, and, well, you're sitting pretty. You've got Annihilation, you've got Blizzard coming into this next fight.
Yeah, now I'm wondering what this Cuddle Puddle team's gonna do. Obviously, they just got stopped here from the BGSU Falcons, and definitely a great showing there from the Falcons side. They definitely needed to cap this one to get themselves back up into this one and have momentum building. And you now have Turtle with this ultimate ready to go. They could just put more pressure up on this Puddle team and say, maybe this is ours. But yeah, here we go. More of this pressure coming out.
We're going to come into there next, as they've already used Terra Surge. Now Annihilation's come through. Is Executi going to take down Kira Wolf already? Annihilation pumping in the damage onto the members of BGSU, and the fists are going to be flying, taking down Fresh. Team kill comes through, and that should be map number 1. No chance for a touch. Cuddle Puddle take it 2-0.
Yeah, and Cuddle Puddle, just phenomenal work. They did a great job with their ult tracking, as we saw, and they really saved those ultimates for a very good, unique moment, and they played very well against this uni team, and, you know, a great work here from both of the teams. I would probably say there's still a lot of high competition up in the air of this CGL matchup, but if you are BGSU, kind of got to put yourself up in front here going into that map too, right? So I'm wondering what they could do. Now they have the hero ban for themselves, and Cuddle Puddle as well has that. But you look at what Cuddle Puddle just did, Joker. It was pretty phenomenal work. It just full domination.
Yeah, definitely. And the good thing is, right now you have an idea perhaps of what to ban going forward, right? I'm looking at that Ramatra ban. Could be could be something that we see come through Symmetra as well. Especially since we're going to be heading into Eichenwald, right? Might be something to look at. Because you can definitely get some good strats with the Symmetra on that point. But we'll have to see what the decision making is from BGSU to try to tie up this series with a good hero ban to start it off.
Yeah, and hopefully they target a ban that had very high potential there, going forth into that Oasis map. And yeah, it was just very good for this Cuddle Puddle team. Looking into the Falcons sides of things, they really put up the work. And if you're now Falcons here, you got this hero ban to choose from. As you said, you know, probably just try and target one of those bans to counter off of, or save a ban for the later opportunities in the series. I know that teams have done that in the professional scene, the wait, but have the Falcons made a wrong decision there, especially with their first ban taking the hazard out? That's a little question that I kind of have.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see how things turn out going into Eichenwald. Maybe we see a Winston ban. We might see that.
Yeah.
Right. I wouldn't expect it quite just yet, but we'll have to see, right? As BGSU are going to be the ones to ban first, and remember, they cannot ban Hazard. But again, um, that's what they decided to ban first. So, maybe it was just because Hazard was banned that the Ramatra came out from. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was the obvious ban. I think that was the obvious ban for BGSU, right? The real question is, what are Cuddle Puddle going to be attempting to ban here? Is they can't ban the tank roll, as because
Yeah.
there was already a tank ban, so they can look at damage. They can look at support here. Maybe we see a Juno ban because we saw. Oh, okay, it's gonna be
Ooh.
Kiriko. I mean, I don't hate it, right? Kiriko's still really good, so I mean, hey, we're still chilling, right?
Yeah. And, you know, I'm a little surprised that both of the teams didn't target a range hero like either Widowmaker or Sojourn or even Ashe. I know that these are high heroes that you could play here up on that high ground to take more advantage off of. But yeah, interesting choices from both of the teams, but a substitution coming out here up on one of them, and that's going to be the BGSU Falcons, and they're going to be bringing in Barbecue Chicken 24 up on the support line. So a different lineup for this Falcons side, and this could just be their way to get a map point over this Cuddle Puddle team.
Yeah. They look to be an Ana player, so maybe we're gonna be seeing Ana come in with maybe Fatal Turtle going the Winston route or Hazard route. We'll have to see. And I mean, again, it could also just be to help Mr. Joker, who likes to play the Genji, and you just obviously it's just obvious, right? Nanoblade's just an obvious combination, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know, this is going to be a great thing to look forward to. Eichenwald brings a lot of dive. Poke could be seen here. Brawl could also be seen. There's a lot of variety that comes forth into this matchup and even this map. But yeah, Eichenwald is a great one to finalize what Falcons need to do, right? They bring in the substitution to up their mental, have a fresh new pair of legs. And yeah, maybe this is your map, because I do like what teams do with their backlines here. We could see a Brig Ana work with a dive composition, or we could just see both of the teams go highly aggressive and run at each other. So it could go two ways, 50-50.
It could indeed. It could indeed. We'll have to see here as we load into Eichenwald, and we'll see what these teams are cooking for this map. And again, BGSU desperately need a victory, right? Because it is a first to three. You do not want to go down 2-0 to start it off. And look at that. There's the Winston pick coming in for the moment, but they're gonna switch back over. So, and then just don't mind me. Going over the Sigma though, interestingly enough.
Yeah, and something to talk about this Sigma composition is that it works great with poke, and if you're able to control those corners, play around them, you obviously have Geo playing the Sojourn, and as well, you have the May pick coming out from Cuddle Puddle, which you're able to look for walls. That was something that we did get to see off of the Oasis map. So if they look more forward into finding those walls and stopping the Falcons that go backwards, this could just be another great scene here from Cuddle.
We're gonna see here. Fatal Turtle is gonna go on to the Winston here to start it off. Gonna try to dive in. It is gonna be hard, right? You're gonna still have to deal with that rock in the face before you can dive right in. And Mr. Joker is already down for BGSU, so you have to buy time. You have to wait it out. And Andoro is gonna find BBQ, so have to be a full sale reset for BGSU to start it off.
Yeah, and if you're BGSU, you're obviously going to be having something up in your head against this Cuddle Puddle team. You don't want the puddle in your head, especially after that map 1 loss. And yeah, I feel like Cuddle Puddle is positioned pretty well against this Falcons team, but if you're Falcons, you're running a dive variety composition, all you got to do is kind of look at the supports, right?
Yeah, well, as you're gonna find Geo, Mr. Joker's gonna find
Right.
2 dashes, and now point is being procced up here, and it looks like finally BGSU have it fully operational, fully taken control of, as Andoryu is going to go down. No real chance for a recontest for Cuddle Puddle.
Yeah, and very great forward pressure here from this Falcon side. And now we're able to see Barbecue Chicken up on this Ana now. So a little different for the Falcons, but I do like it. Now you're able to work with a sleep and a biotic grenade. And we love seeing those come out because some of them are pretty huge.
Yeah, this Mr. Joker's already down, and that should just allow a new a new way to start their hold here for Cuddle Puddle, right? They're already staking their claim at this archway. A great place to hold if you are Cuddle Puddle, but we'll see if that can continue. They have a lot of ultimates to stay up, but Fresh is going to connect to Geo, and you might find Andoryu as well. The Sleep Dart's going to come through on the Fatal Turtle. Coalescence going to be invested, and Brook is down. They did lose their support line as well, so BGSU continuing to look good now on Iconlum.
Yeah, and this is a great look, like how you said. They're now pushing this payload even more further, and they have these ultimates to work with. Winston Primal could be huge here, especially used up on this bridge to toss people off. But as well, you're charging up that blade. But you also have Fresh's ultimate. We know what Fresh could do if Fresh hits those nasty shots, but the pressure... Oh.
Yeah, it's just already going to Cuddle Puddle. Great recontest here. They've made the swap over to the hazard here, and yeah, this should be a good place to start your hold.
Yeah, and I did see Chris there get a boop up onto someone. As a Lucio main, it's always fun hitting somebody off the map, but now if you're Cuddle Puddle, you have this nano to work with. You can nano a DPS, and you got 2 DPS ultimates to choose from. But if you're Chris, you could also speed in that Cat's Eye Noon.
As we're going to already see here, they're going to go in the looking to get a pick, but they're all alone. Geo is going to find Fresh with their overclock. They're going to find BBQ Chicken as well. Another one drops down thanks to the OC. But you might have gone a little bit too far. The disruptor shot's going to take down Mr. Joker from beyond the grave, and Cuddle Puddle keep the hold going.
Yeah, nasty stuff here from Cuddle Puddle. Geo was hitting some phenomenal shots, and they were definitely great there. And now you still have Cuddle Puddle with this ultimate of your DPS line, and you do have Brook charging up on this hazard. That could be great for positioning and taking this team back, but Geo able to start this one off on the Fresh here.
As we're already seeing Fatal Turtle in the... Okay, oh, Mr. Joker? Huh? You find
that's
3? That's crazy. That's just crazy. And that's just going to win them the fight. Yep. No,
Let's get on.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Joker here, you're just joking around, and you're able to find more ult advantage here for your team, and you do get to see this ult economy. It's charging up real quick for this Falcon side.
We go in already, and Doryu finds 3 with a dead eye. There's still a chance. There's always a chance, especially since Brook is very low, but Andoryu is going to find the kill in the end as well. Fatal Turtle goes down. Team kill comes through. Minute 20 on the board.
That was such a phenomenal work here from Andoryu, and they did a great job positioning that ultimate, as we just saw. 3 up on the kill board feed, and now if you're Cuddle Puddle, you don't have an ultimate to work with, but you are coming up on Chris's in Beat Matrix, right? That could be something to sustain an ultimate, especially that nano. But let's see what Falcons does.
We'll see. They're going to probably find Execute here early. And well, they do indeed endure you down as well. Soundwave are going to be invested here kind of late because you've already lost 2, but you might be able to hold on to this, especially if you can find a pick. You've gotten Geo back, but now the Dragon Blade comes through. You find 2, you dash 2, you slash 2, and you take the point.
Yeah, Joker's dicing over there for the Falcons, and now if you're BGSU, you have Fatal X Turtle with this Primal Rage to put even more back momentum pressure for your side. And now, if you're looking at Cuddle Puddle, Joker, they only have this Nano coming up, and that could be something that they could put up on a DPS here, or a tank.
What is this, what is this crosshair?
Yeah, this is interesting.
Interesting crosshair. I don't think I've ever seen that, but hey, it's working for him, so keep it going. That's a nice sleep dart there, but Fresh is going to find those 2 picks with the rail shots. Minute 15 to go. We're going to try to get some recontests here. You do have the nano boost that you can invest on to Brook to stabilize, but Chris is going to go down early. Nano boost is going to come onto Brook, and you're going to probably be able to build up to your downpour, but you might not even need it because 2 picks have already come through here from Brook. You might be able to find more downpour up and ready to go now, but no, you're not going to need it for the time being. Primal Rage invested, but you got anteed up. You're going to get taken down, and Cuddle Puddle have a hold. 43 seconds to go.
Yeah, and they definitely turned that one around. It looked very good for the Falcons forwarding that engage there, but it just flipped, and Cuddle Puddle did a phenomenal work there. And now you see this Puddle team, they have 3 ultimates to work with, and you look at this BGSU Falcons team, which also have ultimates to work with, but the thing that's going to be interesting to me is how they use this Valkyrie. And if you're a Mercy main, you gotta try and fly real quick up in the air.
We'll have to see. Downpour going to come through. You're going to catch in people
so
as Geo finds 2 with the Death Blossom. It's huge, and that might just seal the deal on the attack for BGSU. Fatal Turtle is going to get anteed up, taken down by Andoryu on that Tracer. Rez is going to come through, but you're going to get taken down immediately afterwards if you are Kira Wolf. And, well, you know, you just have an Orisa left on the point all alone. Overclock going to come in from Fresh, trying to turn the tide, but it's just not going to be enough. Cuddle Puddle, stop him on the doorsteps of point 3.
I will say though, Joker, if you are Falcons, that was a good push, but it's unfortunate that you didn't cap the 3. Now if you're Cuddle Puddle, if you push that way and get to the 2nd, you have an opportunity to take the map. There's no overtime, and yeah, just a great look here from Cuddle Puddle. They really worked well with their ultimate usage. And matter of fact, even the BGSU side, they were doing a great work too. We saw both phenomenal pressure coming out from both. But yeah, Falcons find their way in a spot here up on Eichenwald. But looking at how Falcons have played, I still think that they have a shot because they are up on that poke with the Sigma here. So let's see what Turtle can cook up against Brook, especially heading up into a JQ composition.
Well, Q swap here as Cuddle Puddle is now attacking in this, right? Geo on the Symmetra is going to be an interesting piece of this. I'd have to think here, yeah.
Yeah, and you know, now it's gonna possibly be a great TP situation awareness for this Cuddle Puddle team to have more of the Falcons side look at them. Maybe they'll do a fake TP, who knows? But the TP is out, and they're gonna be walking left here.
Yeah, they're gonna already get into it as Mr. Joker's already taken down here. You're gonna be able to find already a percentage on, but now Brook is going to be anteed up for the moment, but now you've lost a Fatal Turtle, you've lost Fresh, you've lost everyone, and Cuddle Puddle are gonna immediately take the point. 6 minutes of time is crazy.
Yeah, that might just be a point cap record. Who knows? We're gonna have to look back at that one, but in Doryu, I like what they're doing with the Mei. They're using those walls pretty precisely to stop the Falcons from rotating back, and this is gonna be exciting to look forward to more into. And yeah, if you're Falcons here, you gotta pick up the pressure and pace with this tempo, and you do get to see Turtle here just trying to find something.
Yeah, as we're gonna see Fresh make the swap over to the Ash now for the defense of point number 2. It can really help here. I would have liked to seen a swap come in from Brook over to the Winston on this point, or dive tank in general, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be matting because BGSU, and it does seem to be matting. Sorry, BGSU are going to be able to take the point hold there.
Yeah, and good work here from BGSU and Mr. Joker once again up on the Chris. And yeah, you're looking at a Falcons team that now has these ultimates coming up, but as well, Cuddle Puddle 2 are going to have this JQ ultimate, and that's something to forward with, right? To aggress, and that's going to be something that Puddles could pace themselves with here. But if you're Falcons, you do got this nano, and it might just be popped. So
big rampage gonna come through, take down BBQ Chicken, take down Fresh as well. You might be able to take down more here in the meanwhile. Fatal Turtles all alone. They are gonna be able to get a jump pack up in time. The Death Blossom now comes through. Mr. Joker all alone. They get taken down. You might lose Executing, and you do. They're gonna get fallen, and you're gonna invest Sound Barrier into this fight here now. If you are Cuddle Puddle, I mean, you could definitely hold on to this, especially if Fatal Turtle goes down, but they're going to get the nano. They're going to pop the primal as well. They're going to invest a lot into this to keep things going their way. Like that is going to be in the cards as BGSU again stop the onslaught from Cuddle Puddle.
yeah, and this is a different tempo pace Falcons team now, and they're really now reading this Cuddle Puddle side. You do have this ultimate of Bob to use, but that's the only ultimate that Fresh has, this Falcon side. But now you're looking at Cuddle Puddle. If you are Cuddle, you have Executee's Coalescence to aggress with. You also have this Blizzard to position with. So it's gonna be something that this Cuddle Puddle team could use, but yeah, Executee able to forward.
And you lose Fatal there. That's just not good at all. Coalescence is going to be all you need, and well, you're going to reset off the map. If you're Kira Wolf, you might lose BBQ Chicken here late. If they do, yeah, they're going to try to take them down here, but the respawn coming back. Anti-nade for the moment. You're still trying to get this second point cap.
Yeah, and let's see what BGSU does here up on their defense. We get to see Fatal X Turtle still playing the Winston, but Fresh does use the Bob, but that's going to be taken out. And if you're Cuddle Puddle, now this Blizzard is coming out.
Yeah, Blizzard's just going to lock it down there. Everyone's going to get frozen up, taken down in the end. Now you just have Mr. Joker left on the point, but Chris is going to take them down to the 2 boops in the end. Now we're going to see some swaps coming in from the BGSU Falcons.
Yeah, now you get to see this Sojourn come out, and as well, this Orisa. But yeah, I'm hoping if you're the Falcons here, you need this point against the Cuddle Puddle, because if Cuddle Puddle take this, it would be match points for the Cuddle Puddle. But yeah, Cuddle Puddle, they're working their way with their ultimates. They do have Brook's ult and Geo's blade, but Geo's going to be taken out of that.
Yeah, Geo's already down. You just kind of reset, right? If you're Cuddle Puddle, you don't really have to invest in this. And maybe if you can get someone out of position, you can force something from the Falcons. Not going to happen for now, but you still have 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, and this is a great choice here from the Cuddle Puddle team to walk back and not forward aggress to take more picks out of their side. But yeah, 3 ults to 4 up on the side. But Brook able to forward up on the Fatal. You don't have your main.
As they're going to come in there. Death Blossom comes through, and that should change it back. They might have enough into this already. Yeah, everything's going to come through for Cuddle Puddle now. As we're going to set themselves up. There might be some last-second contests here for BGSU, but it's not going to No, it's not going to happen because of that May wall. No, they're going to get there in the end. Rampage is going to come through. BBQ Chicken's going to go down. They do get the nano boost on to as they're going to be able to hold it for the moment. They've got Fatal Turtle on the point with the Wrecking Ball, making some swaps. But the Discord Orb or not Discord Orb, the Skill Orb from the Moira is going to do a lot for them, and Cuddle Puddle is going to take the map.
Yeah, and something that I saw from the Falcons side was they really were finding their ways with that defense against Cuddle Puddle, and they were working well, I would probably say. They had their showings, but now Cuddle Puddle are up on match point here, Joker, and as what we've been seeing, it's been dedication to the game so far, and Cuddle Puddle are running with it.
Yeah, they really are. They're looking really good. Definitely a lot better than their 1-0 record. They played one match. Looking to get back to 500 with this victory in a few short moments. Perhaps we'll have to see. We'll check back in with you after this short little break to see if Cuddle Puddle stays on this trajectory of victory, or the BGSU have a reverse sweep in their bones. We'll have to find out right after this short break.
Memories. Memories. Memories.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our week 2 matchup in the diamond tier. We've still got Cuddle Puddle. We've still got BGSU Falcons. But right now, Cuddle Puddle are up 2-0 in the series, looking to finish it off here in a few short moments. I'm still Joker. They're still Nya. And we're ready to get back into the action.
Yeah, and this is going to be great for both of the teams here. Maybe one of them we're focusing up on that 3-0 right now, which Cuddle Puddle has been running with that dominant performance so far. But you look at what Falcons just did last map up on Eichenwald. They had some pressure against the Puddle team. So looking forward into our next map, will Falcons get the map, or will Cuddle Puddle still steamroll like how they have been doing? And yeah, it's gonna be good from probably both of the teams here. But here go the bans for this third, and if you are Falcons, you gotta pick something important because the last two maps have not been up in your favor.
Yeah, not at all. We're gonna have to see Lucio.
Oh, my boy.
Lucio banned. Now. It just means Juno's gonna be played because we're headed into push. And we haven't seen the Juno be played from Cuddle Puddle yet, so maybe that's what BGSU is thinking, right? And that could be behind it. And as the Winston. I don't know. I don't know about the Winston ban personally. With Esperanza, I mean, I guess you can play the Winston. I think you know, Hazard would be better, or a
I feel like Brawl is probably what we're gonna say.
Yeah, we're probably if you're playing Dive, I would assume maybe more of a Wrecking Ball or a Hazard being played, as Jimbo's gonna come back in for BGSU.
Yeah, and hopefully this shakes the opposition up, which is Cuddle Puddle. And if you are the Falcon side, you need something to work here. Cuddle Puddle are up on the match point of the series, and if you're Falcons here, you definitely don't want to get 3-0'd, especially with that map differential, right? You don't want to go down up in negative points. But yeah, this is going to be interesting now. You have Jimbo coming in as a substitution, but let's see what Falcons could do heading up into this push matchup.
As now we load in Esperanza again, the match or the map of choice for this week in the pool. And again, so these next two maps, right, are, I feel, some based. And if BGSU can get in there, get in the right way, right, we could definitely see that momentum swing in their favor. It's just about winning these first couple of fights, though.
Yeah, and I'm hoping that if you are a Falcons fan, you are rooting on this Falcons team because it hasn't been what we wanted to see from the Falcons so far up in the series, but this could just be that turning point. Like how you said, if they put up that pressure, if they get the forward fight wins early in Esperanza to have a fighting lead against this Cuddle Puddle team, which has been pretty one-sided so far if you're Cuddle Puddle, because Cuddle Puddle has just been running with it. But yeah, if you're Falcons, you do have a shot at this. You're starting fresh up on a new map and a new mode. Let's see what they could do up on the city streets of Portugal. It's our fifth. It's Esperanza. We get to see Brawl come out, but let's see.
Yeah, as we will see. We're still waiting to load into the game, and now look at that. I speak and it happens. As we see the lobster. That doesn't look really sanitary though.
Yeah, I mean, I've
be
noticed
eating
that lobster has been there for ages, you know?
When did Esperanza come out?
Quite a while ago.
Let's see here.
Probably say
It's wait. Okay, no, I was about to say I saw 2024, and then I'm like, that's not right. Yeah, it's been sitting there since October 4th of 2022.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, that has to be like, disgusting, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, here we go. We're kicking it off on the streets of Portugal here in
What is
Cuddle
Chris-
Puddle. They're going to be running Hazard. This is
what is
this is
Chris-
good.
But what is Chris cooking?
Oh yeah, what is Chris cooking? This would be something.
All right, why are we playing? Like, why are we playing Zen with a
Wait, are they
with a
rolling out?
with a Kiriko? What are we doing here?
Wait, it's actually happening. Okay, so Falcons running it out up on a JQ composition. They want to go quick, but if you are the side of Puddle, you are going to be working with a Hazard, and both of the compositions pace up in that tempo, right? They want to go aggressive. Oh, nice pick.
Yeah, as they're gonna come in already. Another one might come through here onto Brook. There's just not a lot of healing, right? With that Zenyatta on your side, so you're gonna have to give up space.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Cuddle Puddle is maybe saying, hey, BGSU, take a map from us. I don't know. Hopefully that's not the case here, but Chris needs to hit some nasty discords, especially, you get to see what Fatal X Turtle was playing. All it takes is Fatal to get up in, but look at that, Joker. If you're Cuddle Puddle, this is going your way.
Yeah, that's gonna quickly change back to Cuddle Puddle's favor, and get some progress going forward.
Yeah, and Falcons, they did find that forward momentum, but now you're looking at 8 minutes and 30 seconds. That's still a bunch to play, especially for this Falcons team to shoot their way back up into it. But if you're Cuddle Puddle, we know what they have been doing. But it's still interesting that Chris is playing this Zen because all it takes is a TP up or even fresh zoning him out. And as we get to see there, Chris does back up and is aware of that.
Yes, now you have executing down. You have basically no healing, right? Besides this Transcendence Orb, and well, you're gonna lose Brook because of it, but you still win this fight out anyway, and you're gonna get these forward spawns thanks to Geo and Chris just pushing the bot along.
I mean, Geo's making it look geometric out there. It's very clean from Geo so far up in this Esperanza scene, but yeah, if you are BGSU, you do have meterage up on the board, but it's not as much as what we're getting to see here from Cuddle Puddle, and they're working very good because that alt economy could just be used, and there we go, the pulse.
Oh, there's the downpour out, and it's going to connect on to Fatal Turtle, but the Rampage is going to come through and take them out of it, but still, they lose Jimbo. They're going to lose some more, it would seem, with the Kitsune Rush being invested. Transcendence going to come through as well to keep everyone up and healthy as GL finds Kira Wolf, and the point keeps pushing forward for Cuddle Puddle.
Yeah, and Gio's really putting in work with this Genji pick, and Gio does have this blade ready to go too, so something to forward with for this Cuddle Puddle side, and they've been working pretty well, especially up in the forward of 3 or 4 minutes, I'd probably say, but if you're BGSU, you do have these ultimates to work with, and you've got to pop something, right, because it's been everywhere for this Puddle side.
Yeah, the Ray is just gonna get procced, but you don't have to take the fight if you're Cuddle Puddle, so you just back away and wait for it to dissipate. And now you can re-engage next moment.
Oh, but Chris is out.
Chris there early on, but you might lose Fresh. No, they're gonna be able to find a disruptor shot kill, and well, they finally go down. They were still at 1 HP that entire time. And you know what? You're still going to win this fight, though, if you are BGSU, and you don't have to invest more into it after you didn't really get any value from your orbital ray.
Though something that's interesting is Cuddle Puddle read that orbital ray coming out, and as we got to see, Jimbo didn't get any, matterage from that. But now if you're Cuddle Puddle, you have this rainfall that you could pop any second now, and there it is. Spikes just falling out from the air, but Mr. Joker.
Yeah, finds 2 with the Death Blossom, and that's desperately what BGSU needed, right as they had no, they needed to get back in control at this point, and now there's no forward spawns. You might be able to get them of your own as well here.
Yeah, so let's see what Falcons are gonna do here with their push, with the push bots. But yeah, Falcons looking pretty good so far. Now they're at the checkpoint, but you need to be aware of this pulse bomb. Oh, it doesn't get anything. It looked a little scary.
It did look scary as Fresh is now going to go down to the block, but Fatal Turtle's alive and well and still kicking, finding picks for the Falcons right now, and they're going to be able to, yeah, they're going to finally go down. Brooke found a couple of picks there. Forward spawns are active now for BGSU, but they're going to have to back up, right? They have really no staying power at the moment. No, the respawns are back, so they still have the staying power.
Yeah, and the pace is kicking for this Falcons side. This is more aggression from them, and if you are Falcons, you have ultimates to work with, right? 2 up on the board for their ultimate economy. But yeah, if you're Cuddle Puddle, you only got these 2 supports, but Chris is able to pop that one to savor the team here.
Yeah, and Executee finding Fresh early on. The Discord Orb worked into perfection to take down Mr. Joker. You're going to lose some more here as well, it would seem, as there goes Fatal Turtle, and their bot is going to be going back in the direction for Cuddle Puddle.
Though I'll say, Joker, from this BGSU Falcon side, that was very impressive with their push. That's the most of work that we've gotten to see so far up on this Esperanza map from them. But yeah, Cuddle Puddle, they have these ultimates now to work with. Executee with his Kitsune Rush to either forward engage or wait for, or you have Brooks' ultimate of that hazard, and that could also be dangerous. But Gio with this blade could be popped any second now. One of these ults will be going, and it will be Brooks.
Guys, we're going to go in here now. As the play comes in already, the picks are through. Gio finding 1. Brooke, though, finding 3 in that fight for Cuddle Puddle. And that should make things a little bit more interesting. We're getting into that last stretch here.
Yeah, and Gio and Indoryu do have these 2 ultimates, and the pulse does come out, but does not hit anything, so no Tracer Pulse for this sign of Cuddle Puddle, but if you're Falcons, you have those 2 supports, and we do get to see that pressure coming. Yeah,
as now we head into it right, as the picks are going to come back into the favor of BGSU already. Dragon Blade found nothing in that. Transcendence is invested by Chris here. You might be able to turn it. But now with Orbital Ray coming in and Chris is down, right? You don't have that Discord or and Doryu gonna have to get caught and go down, and Brook is all alone. Gonna get staggered out here for the moment. Gonna buy some time. Is Geo? I don't know where Geo is. Where's Geo?
Oh, Geo's right there. Along the wall there. Interesting choice. But yeah, if you are BGSU Falcons, you have this Reaper Blossom that could be popped any second now. Especially these two other ultimates, Fatal and Fresh, are coming up on. And if you're Cuddle Puddle, you only have that Hazard ultimate. So, and, okay, wait, this is going to be popped and it doesn't get much.
Yeah, it's gonna get the blizzard's gonna come through. You're gonna get people frozen for a moment. You might lose Executey here. You do indeed. The picks keep coming in through from Fatal Turtle, and the point is gonna be in the direction for the Falcons after the pulse bomb comes through, as Endoryu might be able to hold on to this for the moment, as Mr. Joker looking them out. Rob can just deal with them really quickly, but you can't really do much right now.
Yeah, and Doryu just trying to take a dole here against that Reaper, which is Mr. Joker. You're Mr. Joker, you're going to be able to get caught there by Executey, and if you are Falcons, you're still running a little low here up in that meter, but you do have Mr. Joker's ultimate, and that could be positioned anywhere. Especially if you come out from a corner to surprise them, you could get a lot of big value with that Reaper Blossom. And will it surprise them here? This is going to be that question to answer, because Falcons need to re-engage here with something, and this is the only thing that they have.
Yeah, as now they come into the fight. The Kitsune are gonna come on the line, and got a lot of people low. Death Blossom in the back, but no one's there besides Executey. But you do still flip the fight back into your favor, as the damage was done thanks to that Death Blossom, and then the rest of the follow-up there from the Falcons.
All right, so let's see what Falcons could do here up in their overtime push. It hasn't been really favorable so far throughout the series against this Puddle team if you are Falcons, but they do have ultimates to work with. Coalescence is up online. Fresh is coming up on Blizzard. Those are two ults that could be used, but if you Cuddle Puddle, you have an active one. That is actually
huge. Mr. Joker's gonna find two, but you do lose them in the end. The Coalescence comes through. Blizzard now gonna come online, and you're investing a lot here, though, for the Falcons, right?
Yeah.
So did Puddle, right?
Yeah, Puddle used Orbital Ray there, and the Blade also came out from Geo, so two ultimates were used from both of the teams, I'd probably say. And now if you're Cuddle Puddle, you're in this position of where Falcons could possibly take this map, and Fresh able to get a pick here.
But a huge downpour comes in from Brook, though. Might be able to turn it here, though. Everything's going the wayside of the Falcons now. Fatal Turtle finding Brook out late. There's 14 meters to go. You've got to stay alive. You can't get picked here early if you are Endoryu, and they're going to go down. Rampage is going to get
the wall
stopped by the wall. They do get Geo with it, and I think we're headed to a map number 4 unless something drastic changes here. And, well, Brook has found two. Ray is going to come online, though. That's surely. No, the Ray's just not going to get... He's gonna come through. The stick comes on to Jimbo. Oh my goodness, there's no way Cuddle Puddle clutched this out. Surely they don't. Surely there's just no way. As Kira Wolf is gonna go down, and then it's just Fatal Turtle left on the point. They're just doing everything they can. But it's just not enough. Cuddle Puddle stop them on the doorstep of forcing map number 4, taking the series 3-0.
Yeah, and Cuddle Puddle were just really slamming there with that ball pick, and just a phenomenal work here from this Cuddle Puddle side to get a 3-0 victory against this BGSU Falcons side of things. And, you know, great work from the Genji player here, which was Geo. Just everywhere was great for all the players, and they really followed their routes if you are Cuddle Puddle, and really read that opposition with their ult tracking, and just what a scene that we just got to see there, Joker.
Yeah, really good stuff. Cuddle Puddle, really good resilience there. And again, just some nice timely picks from them as well in the respawns. Yeah, again, I think if a little bit better focusing from BGSU, and we're headed into a map number 4 here. But that's the end of it. 3-0 goes it to Cuddle Puddle. We are gonna head to a short little break before our interview with someone from the winning side. So stick around for that interview.
Inside here, you know, you get an insight and you know something, you know, but you don't want to say it out loud because you're kind of afraid that it's not going to be really true and it'll spoil the whole thing for you, you know. But when somebody makes you say it, then, and it's true, then it just makes it more beautiful of a thing.
I'm not crazy, Malin. I'm not crazy, Malin. I've just been in a very bad mood for 40 years. 40 years.
All right, everyone, welcome back. We're now here, joined in our call with Brooke from Cuddle Puddle. First off, Brooke, congratulations on your victory.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, I want to first talk about your team here, because it looks like it was just created recently. So how did this team come together?
Oh, actually, we've been playing together for quite a while. We just try to find a solid core, and now we finally got everybody, and we finally found a league that we like. So, yeah, we're gonna try to see what we can do.
Nice. Yeah, that's good stuff from you guys here tonight. Obviously, you did play a uni team. How did you guys feel about heading up into them? I know Falcons, they had you almost up on Eichenwald, but were you worried going up against the Falcons here tonight?
No, man, I'm never worried. You gotta stay cool. You can't lose your cool. When you lose your cool, that's when you lose.
Yeah, positive mental is so important, especially heading up in the esport games.
Exactly.
I want to talk about your guys' bans today. Were they more reactionary bans, or were they more just like we know what we not want to play against when we look at the map pool?
I would say it's more reactionary. We're still trying to learning it a little bit, so week by week we'll get better.
Nice. Yeah, and you know, one thing I actually want to touch up on was that last fight that happened up on Esperanza. What was going through your mindset there? And I know that a lot of stuff was happening, but yeah, it was just phenomenal work from all of you. I bet the communication was on point, but what do you got to say about that final fight that happened on Esperanza?
Man, it was just honestly, my DPS just carried me. I can't say no more. Gio, Andrew, Todd, watch out for him. I'll just say it, watch out for him. Our whole team, actually. We all played really well. I know our first week we didn't do too well. Our first match we didn't do too well, but, you know, just growing pains. We just got to keep playing, and we will get better every week.
Yeah, I'm definitely excited to see how you guys go on down the line. Before we send you out here, Brooke, anyone you want to shout out before you head out?
Not anybody in particular, but just shout out my whole team. We're just staying at it. Look out for us.
Okay, thank you again, and you can go. You can now celebrate with your squad over the victory, or maybe start your VOD review of the matches. Again, thanks for being here.
All right, thank you guys for having me.
I mean, hey, it's interesting to find out what these teams are thinking about with the hero bans, with them being so new, and with especially since they're coming into the game itself in not next season, the season after, which would be season 16. So it's a good or a good learning curve, right, for for
hero perks too
for your
next season.
This is probably my last cast before hero perks are in the game. Actually, no, I'll be doing a Face It game on Monday, so that'll be my last game before hero bans come, or not hero bans, hero perks come into effect. But yeah, that's definitely gonna be interesting coming down the line. Don't envy you, though. You're gonna have to learn all the perks and what they do. I can just say them. Yeah, but that's gonna be really about it for us, Nyan. Do you have anything more to add into this before we send it off?
Not really. I mean, I know that we got some matches tomorrow that everyone's gonna definitely be looking forward to. But yeah, if you do catch a notification, be sure to tune in. But yeah, that's basically me here up on cast. But yeah, let's just finish it out.
All right. Thank you all for watching. It's been me, Joker, him, Nya, Echo, and Orange on the production side. Maybe Reach and June. I'm not sure if they were there.
Maybe.
I don't. Reach was there. Reach was another observer as well. But we wouldn't be able to do things without them. So thank you all for watching, and wherever you are in the world, have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day.
Bye bye, everyone.